What is the most powerful trait we have? You need power, speed. Let your imagination do the rest.
Boxing King Media with Mauro Silva, Super Mario, should I say. That was an impressive performance. Just tell me, what was it like for you as a young man to walk out into that stadium? Obviously, it wasn't packed out at the time, but still an experience.
A very good experience, and always all praise be to the Most High for my performance and for the outcome. And I'm just happy that I got the job done. Back to the drawing board, back to practicing, back to developing my skills.
What were you thinking? Because that guy was really negative early on. Obviously, he was trying to open him up with your jab, and then the kind of towel came in out of nowhere. What was you thinking? Were you looking to kind of put it on him at some point, or were you thinking, I'll just keep peppering him away?
My main goal was to stick on him the foundations and the fundamentals of boxing, the simplicity. And as I was working on the simplicity and we was starting to step up our game plan, that's when we got the stoppage. So it kind of happened a bit earlier than I thought, but it's all good.
Not gutted that you got robbed of maybe a highlight reel finish?
No, because at the end of the day, I don't care if it's knockouts or not knockouts, as long as the fans and the supporters are getting their money's worth and they're being entertained by my performances.
It definitely was entertaining, and at the end, you basically said you're ready for anyone at British level. Do you have any names in mind, or anyone you're looking at thinking, you're next?
That's the thing, like I said, in British middleweight, so that means every single middleweight in Britain. There's no specific name, there's no specific person. Whoever my manager believes that I can beat and puts in front of me, let's go.
I tell you what impressed me the most. Obviously, your boxing was good, but the way you spoke at the end in that post-fight interview, I think even Andy Clark was kind of blown away. Was that rehearsed, or was that just off the cuff?
That was off the top of the dome. Like I say, I love embracing myself, and the best way for me to embrace myself is with poetry, and I love it because it just flows off the top of the mind, and I'm always ready to just keep going with it.
So yeah, what was impressed with really tonight was your poetry, as you just said, that it's something that flows off the top. How long have you had this ability for? Because like I said, I've never met you before, and I was really taken back by it.
I've had this ability to be able to rhyme words and form poetry and riddles and make my words sound therapeutic for a very, very long time, because I've been a deep thinker since I was a little kid. And for fun, as a kid, loads of people used to do knock a door run, manhunt. Me, I used to just sit in the front garden and just sing all day. And that's where I started developing a love for music, and specifically words. And every word has a powerful meaning, and I need to make sure every word that I speak into existence holds a certain depth of weight and a certain depth of meaning, so everyone gets the certain message that I want to get across.
And yeah, I think you kind of said it so eloquently there as well. Does that mean have you got music tracks out there?
I do have music that I have made, but not publicly released.
Yeah. Is it going to be released at some point?
I have it between my friends and family, and they absolutely love it, and they always tell me constantly, you need to put it out there, you need to put it out there. What I don't want people to think is that I'm putting boxing to the side, because it's not. As people say, I'm a young boy with many talents. I can sing, I can put words together, I can talk well, I can fight good, I'm a good actor, I've done drama before, so I'm a man of many talents, and I feel like it's just something I've naturally just got.
One thing I do like doing here on Boxing King Media is, when fighters are quite, in touch with their faith, I love to let them express it. We saw, so what you did, you went down on your knees when you got the win. Just talk to us a bit about that.
Well, I devote my life to Allah, and no matter the outcome, no matter the performance, first thing that needs to be done is I need to give praise to Allah, because the victory wouldn't be possible without Him. He's the Lord of the worlds, the ruler of Judgment Day, and I seek help, guidance and forgiveness from Him and from Him alone. So I have to make sure I pay tribute to Him. I have to make sure that everyone sees that I'm paying tribute to Him.
One of the most famous Muslim reverts is Muhammad Ali, and he was a master at poetry. Do you think you'd be able to compete with somebody like that?
Most definitely.
Yeah. I'm just going to let you sign us out with something biblical. I don't know if you want to mix some stuff that's close to you, faith-wise, etc., and let it go.
Some people be talking about my past, talking about my future while I'm just focused on my present. That's why I gotta keep going through life, learning all these lessons. And if you've seen another day, God said yes, here's another blessing. But I'm way too curious, always asking all these questions. Like, how do I find myself? But in order to find out what self is, I have to be selfish. In a cold-hearted world where people are selfless and will call you selfish for finding out your self-worth.
That was beautifully put, man. And the last thing I've got to say to you before I let you go, you're managed and guided by the same people that guide Chris Eubank Jr.
Yes, sir.
That's quite a good position to be in, because I know NAPPER and his team are very selective and very picky about the fighters they work with. And I was with him last night, he spoke highly of you, and obviously you backed it up today. So just tell us what's the plan with Chris, NAPPER and the rest of the team.
Well, the plan, we're going to go back to the drawing board and see what options we have and see what routes we want to take. But having NAPPER and Chris Eubank in my team and having Nova Sport in general, it puts this heat of motivation. I feel like I've got someone pressing my back to keep going faster, and I feel so inspired and motivated when I look at Chris Eubank Jr. and all the things that he's achieving and doing, and I've learned a lot from him when it comes to how to present myself and how to get my message across and how to make people understand my message.
We'll see what the future holds for you. Thank you for speaking to me for the first time.
Thank you for your time, sir. Thank you.
What is the most powerful trait we have? You need power, speed. Let your imagination do the rest.